You have entered the Plumbing Business Success Zone, teaching entrepreneurs the business of plumbing. This is Potty Talk Live, recorded live on Facebook every week. Type 5 in the comments to subscribe to the show. And now your host, Richard Behney, the $1 Million Plumber.
Hey, plumbing pros. Welcome to the 235th episode of Potty Talk Live. Hey there, I'm Richard Behney, the $1 Million Plumber, coming at you live, high atop MVP headquarters and seated behind the golden MVP microphone. Wishing everyone a very happy Thanksgiving. This is Thanksgiving Eve. So, hey, welcome. We got a little special program here planned for you here. And we're going to sing all kinds of Thanksgiving carols. So I hope you bring your favorite, write your favorite there in the comments, and we'll.
So. Hey, Lance.
Hey, how you guys doing? Good to have you here. Hey, if you're watching live, type live in the comments. If you're watching the replay, type replay. And if you're listening to the podcast, you know what to do. Just keep on listening. All right. And the lovely Laura's joined us as well. Hey, baby, how you doing?
Doing great, baby. How you doing?
All right. Hey, yeah. we got the outlaws coming in. Okay, I already have the outlaw in. The mother-in-law is in. My favorite. That's all right. In fact, she's in earshot of the studio here.
Yes, so she brings her favorite cookies.
But she does. She brings my favorite cookies just for me. The pumpkin cookies.
I don't know if they're just for
I've already had like a dozen of them.
Yes, you have.
All right, there goes my diet for my Jamaican diet. Yeah. Okay, there's gonna be no Speedo for me in Jamaica.
Goodness.
All right. Hey, what do you got planned for Thanksgiving? Huh?
Yeah.
Are you going or staying? Right? You're going over the river and through the woods?
Oh, that's so funny. We both thought of that at the same time.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Yeah.
All right. So no, we got him coming here. In fact, we're getting up. We got to get the bird cooking.
Yep, we do.
Okay.
Anybody got their bird cooking yet, or brining, or whatever?
Doing that. I already got KP duty. I've been told I'm peeling potatoes
You're
until
peeling the crap out of potatoes, baby.
So we're looking forward to that. All right. Hey, but question for you: What's your favorite Thanksgiving junk food other than turkey? Maybe that's an obvious.
I can't say that.
Does anybody like cranberry sauce?
No.
All right.
D-Dub says you're looking good.
All right. Yeah. It's the mother-in-law's in. I gotta dress it up.
Ryan's cooking a bird.
Cooking a bird. But does anybody eat cranberry sauce? I don't know. Does anyone like cranberry sauce?
Well, you don't like anything like that, so that doesn't really count.
No. Does anybody like cranberry sauce?
No, I don't think so.
In the can. It comes in a can, and it just looks all jiggly. All right. Hey, going on a date night tonight.
All right, Lance Ball.
All right.
Braving the weather up in Wyoming.
Hey, they're hardy people.
They are
They're hardy people.
Well, they're just excited because they're getting ready to go to Jamaica too.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Hey, I got a little Thanksgiving gift for you.
You do?
All right. Hey, I got my, and it's free. Okay, it's free. It's a gift, right? It's free. All right, my $1 Million Plumber Playbook. All right, all the right moves that a plumbing business owner must know in order to have a successful, self-sustaining, and profitable business. And you can grab it now for free. Simply type free in the comments or go to themilliondollarplumber.com/free. All right. Yeah. Who do we have on here tonight?
We had, and I was wondering, because we're trying to decide if we were going to do a show tonight. We're like, we're either going to get a lot of viewers or we're going to get hardly any viewers because people traveling or whatever. So we got Lance, we got Ryan, DW is in the house, Johnny's in the house. Leslie.
All right.
Hey, Frank is in the house, looks like.
Well, it's good to have you here.
Dalton. Yeah.
Well, let's talk a little bit. What we want to do is discover what we're thankful for. What are you giving thanks for? All right. Have you given that thought? I know this comes just every year here in this, here in the States.
You go around the table.
And say, we do that. We go around the table. Okay. And we have those things that's our family tradition. We'll go around the table and say what we're thankful for. And so I knew we were going to be doing this program, and so I gave it some thought this morning in my time, and so that's why I was late. We kind of ran behind going to work out, that kind of stuff. Right. Other than that, and of course I got the regular things we're thankful for.
Right, such as
I'm thankful for you, baby.
Yeah, good answer, baby.
The perfect wife. I got the perfect wife. Okay. And I'm, of course, thankful for our beautiful children. Everyone's healthy, right. Those kinds of things. I'm thankful for the people I get to work with, my clients.
There's one of them right there.
All right, Christy, yes. Very thankful for BJ and Christy.
And
that they allow us to share.
Johnny says traveling might cut out. So Johnny is over the river.
Oh, you're over the river through the woods. That's right. You're headed over to Kentucky, I think. Did I get that right? All right.
Yeah.
See family? All right. Good for you guys.
So let's say hello to the entire Gibson family if they're in the car, right?
Hey, Gibsons.
Gibsons.
All right. Looking forward to seeing Johnny and Michelle in Jamaica next week, hanging out with them. So looking forward to that. But thankful for our clients. You know, I'm just thankful for our plumbing business. Yes.
All right, Christy.
And there we go. We should be thankful for our plumbing businesses. Right. Okay. What was that?
Lance.
Thankful for my mastermind friends and the MDP and the lovely Laura. Thank you, Lance.
Appreciate
All right.
it.
You know, it's a good group, okay?
It's a good group.
And appreciate that. And so, thankful for friends and family and all those kinds of things. And so I wanted
his PPC. Okay, that should have come first, Lance. I'm just saying.
Slip that in there pretty quick there.
Yeah, he's like,
right.
Crap.
That's a smart man.
Kelly's like, what about me?
All right. But I was thinking, I want to take it, you know how I am, sweetheart. I just, what's a little deeper. Okay. And really what it comes down to, and all this hit me. Okay. I thought about, my plumbing business. I feel so blessed to have come from nothing. Okay. And then to be able to work my way up and, our own plumbing business and all that.
Ups and downs
it came down to freedom. Okay. Freedom. I'm so thankful for freedom. Okay.
That's good.
And so that made me think, of course, I get a little bit more philosophical and thinking about the pilgrims and all that coming over, and thankful for Lindsay and I being able to control our own destiny. That's a great one.
I love it.
And that's unique to, and I'm just going to say it. I'm more and more convinced as I talk to more and more people around the world, and as I've gotten older, and just gone through this, we are blessed. Just being here in the U.S. I'm just going to say it. I don't want to be. I'm sorry to make anyone else feel bad. I don't. I guess I really don't care. But it was so blessed that the pilgrims, all that came over, and the type of people that it made us as a nation, as our and who we come from, and the kind of people. Now it's not unique. What all this is not unique to America, but it's certainly what is. These people have been, they're coming to America. Okay, it's what made America, which also got me thinking. Of course, how do I always tie? What do I do? Always tie to business.
Really?
Always look around tied to business. How does that? And it turns out these same kind of characteristics are what it takes to be successful with your plumbing business. Okay. Now there's a few different things, but of course, we're not going to go all night on this kind of stuff. And we could. I could very well. Yes. In fact, maybe in Jamaica, maybe the guys and who knows, we're just sitting around. We'll talk about this kind of stuff.
Really?
We talk. I guess.
You guys go right ahead. Us girls won't be doing that.
Okay. But we go going deep on this kind of stuff. But here's what I see. What I saw with with the pilgrims. Okay. And where we come from.
Okay. Wait, Jim Eichensir just joined.
Jim Eichensir.
Sit up straight.
Happy Thanksgiving,
Mr.
Eichensir. Number one, you ready?
Marsala, yes.
Okay, type of people, this characteristic that independent, that made the type of people that they came over here, okay, and started our country independent, and it's an important characteristic for your plumbing business. And the kind of thoughts that I had there is, I'm going to behave here.
Yes, please.
Okay, this isn't one of those times. I can hear a couple of others like DW or someone say, "No, go for it. Just let go." Okay,
DW's a
and
bad
Lance like pushing me over. Okay, when we first came over here, in Jamestown, Jamestown failed, and the reason Jamestown failed is because it was a bunch of union guys that came over. They said, "That's not my job." Okay. All right. A bunch of union guys, money guys came over, and no one knew how to do anything. They were used to other people doing stuff.
Okay.
And said that's not my job. And so they died. Okay.
This is the shortened
Thanksgiving. That's what happened. No one knew they got over here, and it's like, well, I thought, I thought you were going to build the cabin. I thought you were going to cut down the trees. I don't know how to cut down a tree. That's not my job. That's what a union guy says. That's not my job. I'm waiting for someone to tell me that. No, that's not what I do. You know, I sit in the cabin. Okay, I sit. My break's coming up. Okay, I'm sorry. You know,
you're cracking yourself up.
I'm cracking myself up because it's so true. We see this all the time. Okay, but it's that or it's waiting on the government to come. You know, the cavalry coming. Okay,
no such thing.
There's just no such thing. There's this independent spirit. Okay, that it's personal responsibility. I got this. And then the Pilgrims did that.
Yes.
Okay. In fact, when the Pilgrims came over, you know, here in the U.S. and we got to push back against this. In fact, it's one thing is it's hurting, and there's a reason why we have a lot of guys failing with their businesses because we've been raised and conditioned in this way that it takes a village. It don't take a village. It takes you doing the job, taking responsibility for it. In fact, when they did make it, okay, they're in Plymouth. It was because everyone was responsible for their own homes and that kind of stuff.
Eventually, yeah. They changed to, right?
Right, which they wound up then being able to be supportive of one another because then they had extra. So then they would start trading their extra corn for this and that or their pelts and that kind of stuff. But everybody was responsible for themselves. Okay.
Jim Arkansas is obviously. What do you call it, of history? A connoisseur? No, of history. That's not what I'm trying to say. He said socialism failed in Jamestown, and he is exactly
right. It failed huge. Okay, and that's unique. That's why I see, honestly, I work and speak with other English-speaking nations that are socialist background, and the guys starting there, they're not conditioned in the right way with this independent spirit. They're looking for government assistance. Yep. You know, that's why, I took a little bit of a beating, when Texas was going through the whole licensing thing. Right. And I said, whoa, don't worry. You don't need, come on, Texans. You guys got this. You're independent. And, Texan plumbers, tell the state to stick it. You don't need to be licensed by them. Okay, let's have the industry. Let's let our trade license us. Okay. That's where the strength comes from. We don't look towards, we're not looking for assistance from anybody else or government, okay, those kinds of things. The Pilgrims were that way, the people that came over and started, okay? And of course that independent led to our independence, okay? And so I feel so grateful and I'm thankful for that because that is unique. That is unique to America, okay? Number 2.
Yes, sir.
All right, number 2, risk. That was enough. I had a whole bunch of these. Okay. But the ability to risk, the willingness to risk, all right? We
weren't too big to fail. Remember when everybody got their bailouts, right?
Right.
We went through 2008 and 2009. Yeah, we were big enough to fail. Or what is it? I don't know.
That's right.
But we didn't get our bailout.
It's reason, right. I mean, it's, we didn't get our bailout, I loved Ford through that one time. I'm a Ford fan now because Ford as a company says, I'm not taking the government money. GM and Chevy, they were with their hands out. Right? Give me it. Okay. All right. But this ability to risk. Okay. Obviously the Pilgrims, they gave all, they risked all.
That is amazing.
The crossing the ocean at that time was not a done deal. Okay, it wasn't.
Or an easy feat.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't a Carnival cruise.
Right. It wasn't a Carnival cruise. And it was, that they risked it all. And for you to be successful with your plumbing business, you have to be willing to risk. Okay. And sadly, as a people, that's being conditioned out of us. Okay. We're comfortable. Let's put a helmet on it. I've gone off on this, but I was so worried. You got to put a helmet on everything, protect everything. The mummification of America. We were talking about this. How we have all, it's all this. You want to speak? I don't remember going. It's like we have all these mommies now that are worried about protecting everything, and it doesn't work out that way. You must be willing to risk, okay, with your plumbing. For your plumbing business to be successul. If you don't risk, you won't be successful. Period.
True.
Are you going to win at everything? No.
Nope.
You're gonna have a tough time. There's going to be tough times.
And you're going to have ups and downs.
Right.
And you're going to probably fail a few times.
Yeah. Does anybody disagree with that? All right. If you do, hey, bring it. All right. You're welcome to. You live here. You pay your taxes. You're welcome to your opinion. All right.
Mr. Eikenster says it's people like you guys and all the other entrepreneurs you deal with that built the foundation of this country.
Amen, brother.
Amen. It's
okay.
the small business owners out there, right?
Right. Sticking it out there, you know.
Lance says, a little bit of dirt never hurt anyone. Now it's all hand sanitizer. You are so right, Lance.
That's right. When I work out, at the club. I refuse to wipe down, write down the equipment after I work on it. I see all these little, these little pansy boys and the women, they're getting the wipes and they're wiping everything down
wiping
after they do it.
Yeah.
Why don't you just go home before you hurt yourself? Okay. It's all that, just we're so afraid of everything.
I'm gonna get a germ.
Okay, you got to risk it if you want to be successful. Okay, and by the way, men, you were created for risk. You were created. Okay, first of all, you were created to be independent. All right, and you were created to risk, and so you gotta risk with your plumbing business, and that looks like getting that truck before you have someone in it. Right, it looks like getting that equipment before there's someone in it. It looks like even just starting your plumbing business before you have any customers. All right, certainly to be extremely successful, which is on the service side. What we see wimping out is the risk is guys will get into new construction because that seems safe because I have jobs.
Right.
Okay.
I get scheduled out for a month or so.
And that's not freedom. I'm talking about freedom here. That's slavery. Okay. And so to really get free, you got to be willing to risk.
Yep.
Okay. So that's a biggie there.
Yeah,
okay?
It is.
So
you are right, honey.
It's on that one. Okay.
You got a third one?
I do have a third one. I could go on. I could go on all night on this.
I am not staying up all night with this. I'm sorry.
No, I do have a third one.
Right.
Okay, we do it in threes. Resolve. Okay, it's being resolved. It's not as soon as I see it all the time. As soon as something doesn't work out as planned, you go crying to mama. In one way or another. It's just that you've got to be resolved. Here we had the we did all the above, all in.
Charlie B's.
Yep.
Yeah, you did.
Just about. Just about, brother.
All the above.
Okay. All right.
Risk. He's independent, he risked, and he is resolved.
Yep. All right. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Be careful with that new construction stuff, though, brother. Okay? All right? You ain't free yet, brother. I'm just telling it like it is, okay? Unions running the town, okay? But you got to be resolved, okay? You got to be willing to stick with it. Just like the Pilgrims with their, they had you had to stick it out, okay? You burn the ships, okay? You burn the ship, okay? You're there. Okay, you got to decide to be there, not run back to what you think and has got you where you're at so far. Okay, you got to be willing to go all the way. You got to be resolved, and that will get you freedom. Okay, sadly, I see it all the time where there's just, we just want to be secure. It's comfortable. Hey, we got our big screen TVs. Hey, tomorrow we're gonna be watching the football on the big screen TVs and this and that kind of stuff. We're so comfortable. As a people, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. That's been the freedom that's been brought our way.
That's the choice you can make.
Right, but it's softened us, but it softened us, okay? You got to be resolved. I like how, Winston Churchill, which, by the way, I think was an American. I mean, he was related. Well, he wasn't. But you know that he was related? He was related to Ulysses S. Grant,
really?
Okay, the president, all right?
How do you
They were related. He was also related to Douglas MacArthur. And through a cousin was related to the great American John Wayne. Okay.
How do you make this up?
No, I didn't make that up. Check it out. Google. It's true. A lot of people think, though, which is not true, that he was somehow related to Washington.
George Washington.
George Washington, right? But wasn't. Okay.
So what does he say that you love?
But here's great. Well, I love what he says. Never. It is so simple. Never. It's four nevers. Never give up. Okay, and that's what it takes. Okay, that you must be resolved. Okay, and so that's what I love about
and squaring your shoulders and being resolved. Right.
Yes.
I mean that's part of it.
And so part of this, it comes out of this. Part of I feel the mission is, I can feel it in me, is to speak to men. And certainly, I mean, if you have a plumbing business, you're sitting on a gold mine. Okay, if you're freeing yourself in the right place, which is residential service. Okay, you're a slave if you're doing new construction and commercial. Period. Okay, you must be in residential service. But it's just, and also this idea that men we just gotten so comfortable and just expect things to be so easy. And the first time there's any kind of pushback or something doesn't go right, we go crying to mama, okay? We're looking to make everything secure, make sure this is going to work out. What if it doesn't work out? I need a safety net, that kind of stuff. Okay, it doesn't work that way.
It does not.
Okay, if you truly want to be free, like the gift that we've been given, okay, by our founding fathers, okay, and even though they had discussions, I love this history stuff.
I know you do.
Because they have, you go back and you read them, they had discussions that it'd be tough for generations to realize the freedom that they've been handed, because it just gets easier and easier.
Right.
And so they're worried about losing it. And we can see it happening. We see it happening in America today. Trying to be like Europe or whatever, and California's already there. Everything is all these safety nets and regulations and those kinds of things. Okay, and it's just sad to see it happening that way.
Yep.
And I'm grateful for the freedom that our founders gave to us. And and on that Thanksgiving, even our history is being rewritten. Our the Pilgrims. It's kind of written that the Indians saved the Pilgrims. That's not what happened. Okay, the Indians didn't save the Pilgrims. Okay, they took care of themselves. Okay, they got it done. But they shared. They were people of faith. Okay, and they shared with the indigenous people that were there, the tribes that were there. Okay, and invited them to be a part, to try to be part of the community. That kind of a thing. So that's what happened, and that's what was going down. And ultimately that leads to, they had a faith, they had a hope in a future, because they knew that they were purposely and wonderfully created. They believed in a God, okay? They knew that they were created by God, that they didn't crawl out of a swamp, okay? And that there's, and they worshiped Jesus, okay? And that's what they gave thanks for. That's what Thanksgiving is all about. It's not about football. It's not about eating a turkey and that kind of a thing. That's what they were thinking, And so I'm just grateful to be part of that heritage, and that I get to receive the blessings for that. So
yes,
and that's created the environment that we could live the lives that we've lived, and we could start from nothing and create, a plumbing business.
Sorry, TW.
What's
he said they brought the booze too. So who bought the booze?
They brought the booze. Pilgrims brought the booze. Yeah, right.
I don't remember that in the story.
Okay. Beer, right? Okay. So
He's
that's
gonna be fun in Jamaica.
Yeah, he's going to be fun. So no, I'm grateful, and that's what I'm grateful. I love freedom. Okay, and I'm just grateful to live in the country that has that heritage of freedom. All right, the only country on the face of the planet that chose to be a free people.
Yep.
Okay, and that's powerful stuff right there. Okay, not putting anyone else down. Okay, but we chose. And so I'm glad that I feel so blessed that I was born here. Had nothing to do with it. Just got to be born here.
And nothing to do with it.
So there we go.
Okay.
All right. Those are things you need in your plumbing business. Be independent. Okay. Don't be looking towards the union, the government, or anything like that to be helping you out. Okay. Don't be looking for that. You got to have that natural spirit. Sadly, I see so many guys that are, what's the union going to say, or what? What's the state going to say? Who cares what they're going to say? Okay, that needs to be your attitude. Who cares? Who are you? Okay, you got to have that in you to be successful. Also, you got to be willing. We're getting some more.
No.
Okay.
No. Keep going.
All right.
Go right ahead.
All right. You got to be willing to risk. Okay, no pansy boys. Okay, you got to be willing to hang it out there. Okay, and that hanging out there doesn't mean, well, I'm going to hedge my bets over here, be safe over here. Make sure I'm gonna, I'll keep these. I'm gonna keep these builders over here, okay? Because even though they're not paying me what I'm worth and all that, but I get some money over here. You got to be willing to be successful. You got to be all in. You got to be willing to risk, okay?
Matt Ben's in the house.
All right, Matt.
And I'm grateful for freedom and my 26-pound turkey.
Yay, brother. That's right. Freedom got you that turkey. All right, your ability to smoke it. All right, boy, that sounds. Smoke your turkey, man. Smoke your turkey. And finally, resolve. Okay, you got to be resolved. Okay, you gotta be all in. Okay, Talk to another guy. I talk to guys all the time. Hey, got a new client?
We do.
All right. Well, the guy, I mean, he was begging me. I often say, I'm listening for guys to be resolved. They got to be desperate.
Hungry.
The guys that don't make it and just kind of float along as they kind of know the answers and they're kind of comfortable over here and they got this figured out. That kind of ain't nothing going to happen there. Okay. It's the guys that are resolved. I know I want to be free and I'm all in. I'll do whatever it takes. Yep. Okay. I got nothing to lose.
Right.
I
am burning the ships.
Burning the ships. So there you have it. All right.
Good job.
Okay.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Hey, if you want to know more about the things it takes to have a successful business, all right, you can check it out in my Success Academy. Everything you got to know to have a successful, self-sustaining, and very profitable plumbing business. Creating the freedom that you desire. If you desire freedom, surprisingly, I talk to guys. They really don't know what freedom is. That's what's sad. They think freedom is, getting that paycheck from the state or that government assistance check or, waiting for the union to tell them what they can or can't do. They think that's freedom. All right, that's not the freedom I'm talking about, and that's not the freedom that Pilgrims are talking about, and that's not the freedom that our founding fathers are talking about.
Right.
All right, so if you want to be free, I got a free 14-day trial for you. How about that? I'm tying all this freedom in here, all right? Simply type success in the comments or go to themilliondollarplumber.com/success. Love you, DW. Look forward to seeing you guys very soon here next week in Jamaica.
Patrick and Margaret, look forward to seeing you guys in Jamaica.
All right. No, okay. As always, you were purposefully wonderfully created, okay? Happy Thanksgiving. Plumb like a champion.
Thank you for tuning into Potty Talk Live with Richard Behney, the $1 Million Plumber. If you enjoyed this show, share it now. To catch past episodes and get alerts for new episodes, type 5 in the comment section now.
Just do it.
And join us again for more tips, techniques, and strategies to help you grow your plumbing business.